Hey, this is John Carlos. This year, October had a Friday the 13th. And on that Friday the 13th, Funko and Hot Topic had a little event called the Hot Topic Scare Fair, where they released a bunch of exclusive horror pops. This is a look at the exclusive pop of JOJO the Klownnzilla from Killer Klowns from Outer Space. Let me just say up front that while I do like this pop, and obviously I like it, I bought it, I do have some notes. So let's just dive right on in, starting with the body, which is pretty good as far as the color scheme goes, especially the use of the lighter green, that little kind of reddish highlight. The wrinkling at the pants is good, the sculpt on the shoes look good. I generally like it, except for the fact that it's missing the little cuffs. The cuffs with the big spikes sticking off them. To me, they're such a major, identifiable part of Klownzilla's look, is those spiky little cuffs. And, it seems like the sort of thing Funko would include with their design. They kind of match the same color as the little neck ruffle there. They've also included these little, strings hanging down, which I think are meant to reflect all the strings that are attached to Klownzilla when he's first lowered into his scene, which is a nice idea, but they're so quickly broken off that I would happily sacrifice having these if it meant that we could have the spiky cuffs. Looking at the head, though, I mean, my goodness, this head is pretty great. The overall sculpt of the design, like the ridge over the eyes, the elongated forehead, the giant mouth. I mean, this really does look, in pop form, what JoJo looked like. I'm slightly bummed that the one I got, the little top headpiece does not connect to the mouth entirely, but oh well. The sculpt on the tongue, just great. The paint on the lips and the gum line and the teeth, really, really good. The purple shadow for the eyes looks good. The only nitpick I have with this is the blue going around the eye, I think, could be a little thicker. And also there was little blue bits above the eyelid and the lower eyelid that could have been included but weren't. But the paint on this and the giant nose, the little wash that highlights the wrinkles, the sculpt of the purple hair and the flow of it, just outstanding. That's perfect. That head looks insane. This is a really, really good looking pop that, aside from those little tiny notes, I'm really, really happy with. Now, if you are hunting for this in stores, I do recommend you keep an eye on the front, the window of the box, because the Hot Topic I went to had I think they had 24 of these, and I'd say over half of them, the nose paint was rubbed off, and on the inner window you could see red paint lines. So if you care about the quality of paint, just be on the lookout for that. Lastly, I just want to point out that JoJo in the movie is supposed to be something like 18 feet tall, so I think it's strange this pop is released as a regular size pop, considering that this is a prime opportunity for this character in particular to be released as a bigger 6-inch pop, or I think even better, like a deluxe jumbo 10-inch pop. Here, JoJo is next to some of the other pops in this series, and I don't even think a 6-inch pop would do it justice, because Bibbo here is a regular release and he's 5 inches tall. In fact, JoJo is considerably smaller than most of the pops in this series, so it's an odd choice for this size, and it wouldn't surprise me if in the future they did a larger deluxe release. Despite all those nitpicks I've mentioned, I do quite like this pop. I think he's got a great design. I love that mouth. Everything about his whole look, the hair, looks great on the shelf. I dig it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know what you think of this pop, and if you want to be up to date with all my latest reviews, be sure to click subscribe.